Hey everyone, Repoze here. Welcome to Ultra Hardcore SSF. This is basically my own version of a limited game mode. The rules are pretty simple. I start with only 0 affinity square items. Apart from my first kit, I won't be using the square to resupply ever. I only obtain items off enemy players that I kill. This means no looting chests, mobs, floor loot, enemy players that I haven't killed. I also won't be using merchants or the market or my stash. Basically, every single item I get, apart from my initial square kit, will be off of enemy players that I've killed. I have only 1 life, but I'm starting the challenge at level 15 with all perks and abilities, and this is because I won't be turning in quests or looting chests or mobs, which would make leveling extremely slow. As always, real quick, I want to go over the build I use for this video. So of course, I'm using the square kit, the base kit squares, so the quests aren't complete, so this is the bare minimum of what you get from the square. And the perks I'm going to be using are Jokester, Dagger Mastery, Poison, Double Jump. I'm running Double Jump because I'm going to be playing on the ruins. Pretty much every single kill is on the ruins. There are a couple in the crypts when I have to go down. But yeah, this is going to be a ruins exclusive run, and I'm running Rupture Smoke Pot. So that's kind of the gimmick of this run, is I'm running Smoke Pot, and I genuinely think Smoke Pot is a really good ability that's very useful. The sad thing about it is you get 3 charges, and there's no way in the game to actually get back your charges. It definitely comes in handy in the runs, and there are a lot of moments that I don't show that happen during my runs where I barely lived because of Smoke Pot letting me escape. In these videos, I'm only showing the kills because the videos are already long as it is. I can't show every single thing that happened. But yeah, Smoke Pot helped me a lot of times. Sadly, you only get 3 charges. I think if they buff it so you can actually get your charges back somehow, then I genuinely think Smoke Pot is really good in solos, especially if you're going a double hand crossbow build. And yeah, that's the build. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace. So starting it off here in game 1. I'm going to be spawn rushing with Double Jump. It's really good on this map. And first person I come across is this Warlock. He's running for it. He had some mobs on him. I think he probably got hit by one of those mobs, so I'm already thinking he's pretty low. Slow him down with the Smoke Pot AoE. Quick little kill. Guy didn't really have much on him though. Just grab his heals and keep moving. Next clip, I see this wizard. Started off with a couple of casters here, so I jump on the roof real quick. And the spot's really good. He doesn't even realize I'm up here. I drop on him. He's moving around in invis. I kind of lost track of him for a second there, but I'm staying right behind him. And eventually I catch up to him. He misses the jump, unfortunately. It's a little self-fireball. You gotta respect that. It is not enough, fortunately, to survive. This guy as well didn't really have too much, but since I am not buying any muds the entire run, or the entire challenge, I'm gonna be looting almost all of his meds. Only taking 1 campfire because I don't really like using campfires. I'd rather just stay active, so I grabbed one. I used it real quick. Next person I see is this fighter. Pretty bad matchup, especially when I don't have a hand crossbow. It's pretty hard. It's gonna be all about spacing and trying to bait him to pull out the wrong weapon or pull out a potion like right there. So I go in, I get a little rupture hit. Couple pokes real quick on him. I'm kind of waiting here to see if he uses second wind, and then I would just wait it out, but doesn't use it. I go in, since I ducked the first hit, I knew I would just win the all-in. Because even if he hits the next 2, it's going to be too long before he gets another combo off, so take him down, get our first cape of the challenge, little rapier upgrade, not bad. And a bunch more meds. And already got a decent stockpile of meds going here for the challenge, which is always really nice. I'm gonna loot that, keep moving. Next match, I'm running around, I see this stuff is broken over here, so I drop down behind this cleric. And I kill him in 2 stabs. He was already low from the demon, or the demon skulls, or death skulls, whatever they're called. Unlucky. Didn't really have much anyway, just grabbing the heals. You have to kill everyone just for the potential for any upgrades. Even though I do feel bad in these sub 25 lobbies. Definitely got some new players in here. Next dude I see is this Warlock. And he hits me with a curse. It did a little decent amount of damage, so I'm just gonna heal. But I'm not too worried about this guy. I'm gonna just keep healing over here. Trying to bait out his curse, but he's very patient. But I dodge it, I go in, and then instead of pulling out his melee, he just keeps casting, which was a horrible idea, so he goes down. And this guy, even though I've been only killing like casters basically, except for that fighter, this guy actually had a couple upgrades for me, which is nice. I will be taking the shadow hood, since it's green. I decided to throw on the riveted gloves as well. Be taking those. And grab that health pot, keep moving. I'll pull up to the forest over here, and this one was kind of brutal. This guy, it might have been his first game. So he pops the instacast staff missile. He fires off one missile. Thinks about going invis, and he's like, nah. And then he's like, actually, I will go invis. Thinks about casting fireball. That is, it's unfortunate, but it had to be done because he did actually have upgrades for me. So I got some better pants, and he had a nice pendant. Peace neck with fizz power. I'll hold that. Let me hold that. The rest in peace to this dude. It had to be done. It is what it is. Rearranging the inventory, and I'm good on meds at this point. Next clip, this is a little route. I don't know if everyone knows about this, but you can actually jump up here and squeeze in through the top here. So I pull up on this guy to warlock with a longsword. I think he said something like, I'm just trying to quest or something, but I'm kind of on him. The smoke pot for the slow. And trying to get on him here, puts up the longsword, and I was kind of scared he was going to try to parry off the mob and then hit me, which is exactly what he did there. I was kind of watching out for it, so it didn't work. Finally, I get a stab in with the rupture, which is nice. And hit a little smoke pot to slow him down. Take him out. And smoke pot's really good, actually, for spacing in these fights. A little bit of movement speed slow. I mean, it's not even a little bit. It's 30 movement speed, but the 30 movement speed slow, like, really throws people off. And a lot of times, people like calculate out fights like, oh, I'm gonna have enough time to do this or do that because he can't reach me in this amount of time when I'm moving away, right? Then you pop the smoke pot, that 30 move speed slow, and all of a sudden they miscalculated and you're just on them. And it's pretty nice. Next fight, we have a barbarian right here. He was friendly crouching. I'm gonna go ahead and run at him with a blue pot. And while he's drinking his potion, get a quick little stab with the rupture. Kind of cornered myself here, which is pretty troll though. And I kind of go in. Got a little cocky. It's because he went for the full combo on the axe, so I figured I would just be able to go in and all in him. Maybe he would have died if I didn't miss that last stab. I'm not sure, but I hit him with the knife. Still alive. Missed the second one. Fighting barbarian's pretty scary on rogue. You need to be like really careful because you might just die for like 1 or 2 hits, which is pretty scary. Luckily they don't really have ranged options unless they bring in 50 Francesca axes. And then he starts sipping a potion. I slow him down a little bit. He's swinging the Zweihander crazy. Caught the rapier, double jump over the Zwei, and nice little kill there. One thing I should mention about Smoke Pot that some people don't know is that even though Smoke Pot visually expands, the area of the slow is the same at the start of the cast and at the end of the cast. So even if the smoke doesn't look like it's like on top of the enemy, they're still getting the slow if they're in the overall like radius of where it would expand. So it's actually a pretty like big AoE slow, which is nice. Fortunately, you can't get it back anyway. There is no way to regen your smoke pot, which is really troll. And yeah, that does end up costing me later. But I pull up and there's this ranger on bridge and he's just chilling. And I wasn't gonna run at him, but I was like, I'm bored, I'm just gonna do it. And you know, YOLO. I really like killing rangers because they have items that rogues can usually use, so. I was staring at the floor this whole time, by the way, when I was chasing him, because I'm like really trying to watch out for hunting traps. But he drops, he panics, misses the shotgun completely. Pulls out the double shot with the longbow. And I can't really see him too well right there, but finally I kill him. And that's a situation where you want your potions off your belt, because it's easy for him to see me when I have pots on my belt and he didn't have any on his belt. But this was the kill that I needed, because this guy had like 7 upgrades for me. His kit was just way better in like every single way. Better jewelry, better boots, pants, chest, gloves. Yeah, he had everything I needed, so that was a very nice kill. I'm gonna take the bolts too in case I find a hand crossbow. And yeah, he just panicked when I ran at him, missed his shots. I got on top of him, and basically a free kill. If he didn't waste his shotgun, it would have been pretty hard for me to do anything there. The guy just panicked, so it is what it is. Skipping forward in the next game. Earlier in the match, I saw a rogue run over to the Spectral Knight, and then I came back like 3 minutes later. And what do I see? The Spectral Knight does, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the door. There he is. He's looking pretty mean with his stiletto out. I'm just spacing him, trying to get a feel for how good he is. You can kind of tell us how good someone is just by the first like little bit of the fight, their movement. And like right there, what he does right there just makes me so confident I'm gonna win. So I just all in him and hit every stab. And that's a wrap for him. Unfortunately, this guy somehow didn't have a hand crossbow. He had a fabric, but like for this challenge, that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. I do get some throwing knives. I'll take his stiletto. It was pretty decent. Take his wanderer tier 2. Gear wasn't that crazy, but it was definitely a worth kill. Got a blue stiletto now, which is nice. And yeah, nice little rogue diff there for some upgrades. We love that. And I don't grab his hood immediately. I think I was gonna grab his rogue cowl. I forgot, and then I remembered a minute later and I ran all the way back and grabbed it. Prefer the rogue cowl over the shadow hood. I want the move speed. I'm really slow with double jump. Wait, open this door. This guy just killed this other dude. Longsword fighter. There's so many longsword fighters in solos. It's kind of crazy. Matchup's really scary too, because if they parry you, they just instantly can one-shot you, like immediately if they have the perks. But I just fight him in the doorway because longsword's really horrible in a doorway. And since he hit the door, it's just a free kill for me. But I kill him, and then there's another fighter behind him that's pulling up on me, so I drop the smoke pot to evade. And I jump up here. This is a nice little spot if you don't know about this one. Really good area to escape on double jump rogue. You can just jump up here and then go on either side. But then I hear another fighter on my side, and I hear him get hit by the crossbow archer right there, or the crossbow skeleton. And then he got hit again. So he got hit twice by crossbow skeleton. I just all in him because can't be that healthy. And yeah, he's like 2 stabs away from death. Looking at this dude, I don't think he had anything for me if I remember. I think I take the oil lantern though. Yeah, didn't have too much crazy stuff. Nice little layup from the crossbow skeleton. I finally come back and this fighter is still chilling over here. And I've been just kind of looking at this hallway and he's been trying to bow me for like 2 minutes straight at this point, or like a minute straight. And I'm getting fed up, so time to fight this guy. I want to bait him into fighting me in the doorway, but he knows better than that, so he must be at least like a decent player. I did like a weird dodge. I do these weird dodges where I kind of look to the side and like look up, and it moves your character model like kind of back. Didn't really work there. I kind of trolled. I pot up again, try to go on him. Shoots me again with this serve bow. Unlucky. Finally, I get close to him and he misses. Get 1 stab with rupture, but we trade. Like even. Then he pops the second wind. It's a classic fighter moment. They always suck at wind way too early. So like as soon as you bait that, you just run away. There's no point in fighting him when he has that active. His EHP goes up by so much. But now he's down second wind. So I just got to keep the pressure on. I'm trying to bait out his survival bush shots right here. Gets me to... It's really rough when I don't have a hand crossbow, but he goes to open the door and then I think he was trying to bait me because he like turns around and he's already swinging. get a couple throwing knives. I missed one stab, but hit 2 on him. So it's like 2 knives and 2 stabs. And somehow, I don't know if he wasn't slow by the smoke pop, but somehow I don't reach him right there, which is crazy. But he's moving down the stairs, and I'm kind of just jumping around. He's panicking. Gets hit by the skeleton archer. And I need to be really careful. One nice headshot probably just ends me right here with the longsword. So I'm trying to bait him out. And I'm really just trying to bait him to do the full 3-hit combo so I can just all in him. And right here I do some really nice movement where I bait the hit with the double jump. He does all 3. And we take him down. And I barely live. So that guy just got completely finessed, and he had some okay gear. Unfortunately, the Grimsmile rings aren't that good. They don't have additional damage or 2 damage, so I don't even end up wearing them. I was thinking about wearing them just for that extra health, but on Rogue, you really need true damage. So I just opt to not wear those. I'll grab them and just throw them in the stash. Not gonna end up selling them until I die on the character and the challenge is over. But yeah, that is like the quintessential Rogue vs Fighter 1v1 in solos. The thing is, he made so many mistakes, and I had to play like near perfectly. But we do finally end up killing him. If I had a hand crossbow, it would have been a different story. Probably would have been a lot easier. Just have not killed a rogue or like a bard or anyone with a hand crossbow. Yeah, unfortunately for me. Pull up on this guy. He's trying to open the door. Yeah, he kind of trolls, and then the wolf bites him. He finalizes. This dude's panicking crazy. Hit him with a few stabs. I kind of just trolled here. I don't know why I smoke potted, and I could have just kept all ending him, and he would have died. Doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it kind of does because I can't get my smoke pot charges back. It's okay, though. Pull up on this warlock. He's trying to be friendly. Unfortunately, I do need those items, sir, so I'm all in him. And he starts sipping the potion. Classic mistake. Get 3 quick hits and then just finish him off. And I believe, yeah, this is the guy. So I kill this guy, and after picking up his consumables, I have enough gear score now to go into high roller. So this is my last kill in normals. Got a very nice kit put together now. We're in all greens and blues, I'm pretty sure. But I have a good amount of true damage, which is what matters. I grab his hood because it has 1 magic damage. And I do kind of like that with poison. It has half scaling, but it's still nice. And yeah, now you can see we're 233 gear score, so next match we are in high roller. Come across this cleric right here. And I'm running at him. I want to bait out his smite, and then he just kind of uses it randomly. So I'm just going to jump around now. Do not fight the cleric with smite up. If you have cutthroat, you actually can because you can just cleanse it, but do not have cutthroat. A smoke pot believer. And yeah, he dies really quick. I think he was low from the mobs because that was an unusually quick death for a cleric. He didn't really have much though. I'm just going to grab the consumables as always. And I thought about grabbing his necklace. Keep moving here. And I see a warlock in the middle. Let's me the curse. Mugpaw gets some good distance here. I'm gonna grab the health shrine real quick. And this guy tries to like loop on me here. I don't know what he was thinking. Yeah, I hear him, so I just go through the door, start crouching. And he has his book out for some reason, and he starts hitting me with the beam. So, not really too sure what he was thinking, but he actually did have a decent kit, so yeah, I don't know what that was. He might have been limit testing. Honestly, respect for using the beam. You rarely see that used. Ever. Don't think I loot much off of this guy though. Yeah. Next clip. This is a nice little jump if you don't know about this one. You can do this without double jump, by the way, too. You just climb up here. And then there's a little gap right here you can squeeze through, but it's only part of the wall you can like squeeze through, even though it looks like it's all open. There's like a little like gap you can go through. So I go through there, and then I see this guy, another longsword fighter, as always. Do not like fighting these guys. Pretty much the whole fight, I'm kind of trying to get them to like pull out their ranged weapon. Because if I ever actually just fight the longsword and they happen to hit the craziest parry ever, because parrying daggers is really hard, but if they do parry me, I might just die instantly. So it always just feels kind of like a gamble. But yeah, this guy got scared to the molly. He was already low from the 3 stabs and I finished him off. Actually had a pretty decent ring. Don't think I end up using it though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't use it. I was contemplating the vitality ring. On rogue fizz power doesn't matter, like it matters, but a lot of the times I do prefer just getting more health. The main thing I prioritize on rogue right now is just movement speed and action speed, and then health after that, and then after that I would say fizz power. Yeah, I don't use it though because I'm doing fine right now with the Rings of Courage. Moving on, I hear someone below me when I'm crossing this module, so I kind of just sit here and wait, and then it's classic AFK and wait for the enemy moment. Pretty evil. Get a mask for me though, that's pretty good with 1 magic damage, I'll take that. And not much more than that, sadly. We'll take those heals though, and some bolts. May look like I have a lot of consumables, but there is a point in the run where I almost ran out. I was actually out of prop pots and bolts at one point. Like, very close to being out. When you're not able to buy meds or supplies or whatever in a challenge run, there is no such thing as too many. Like, that is what I realized. There is just no such thing. Talking about the actual fight, I pulled up on this ranger, he got a couple stabs, the mobs were messing him up. With the smoke pot reposition, heal up. But right when he dies, this fighter comes running in. What do you know? Another longsword fighter. And I trolled this jump here, and I kind of cornered myself. It was pretty bad. So he gets a stab on me, or I guess it is a stab, but I just jump up here, start healing. You can never like actually kill me with the longsword if I'm running away, because I can just smoke pot and he can't reach me. It's legit impossible. And he pulls the crossbow. We all know there's never been a recorded instance of a fighter player landing a crossbow shot, so we all knew that was gonna miss. Come across this rogue over here. I saw him earlier in the match. There was like a part cut out, but the fighter and me, we were like dueling, and then this rogue pulled up. The rogue disappeared. He kind of went this way, so a little bit later I end up coming over here because I really want to kill rogues and I want to get a hand crossbow. And he was just sitting in this corner, so I found him. And kind of wasted my smoke pot. Thought he was about to all on me, but he just went for 1 quick stab. He turns on me, hits me once, but I hit him twice, so I'm already up. But I cut him off with the molly. Pulls out the throwing knife, not sure why, and he was already pretty low, so nice kill right there. Finally, I get a hand crossbow, which is always nice. Need that. I think I also took his mask. He had a purple mask with 1 fizz power, and even though it doesn't have magic damage, and I do like magic damage on the mask, going from a blue mask to a purple is 1 more agi, and I prefer getting the move speed. And yeah, 1 fizz power is kind of nice, I guess. So I just loot his knives, I grab his rondel, drop my rapier. Not a fan of using the rapier, just overall. I kind of always prefer using a rondel instead. Just way better DPS. Less pullout time as well. Get forward here, I was fighting this fighter, and I dropped down, trying to poke him. What do you know? Rogue AFK in the corner. And he almost got me, and yeah, so we come into crypts here. And this crypts gets pretty wicked. Like, this is kind of insane what happens. So keep in mind I have 0 smoke pot charges. When the rogue jumped me, if I had any charges, it would have even been close. Because he would have been slowed, I would have got to the red anyway. But I've been out of charges this whole time. And I pull up 2 fighters fighting, and the rogue pulls up here too. And I don't know why he's just standing there on the coffin, so hit him with the rupture. I'm already off the rupture proc, so I just all in him and take him down real quick. He didn't really know what was going on, rogue diff. Then this guy comes through the hole. This guy just looks mighty. You can tell by looking at him. He's got the Brave Hunters, but he's running fist out, so I turn on him real quick. I try to fight him in the doorway, but as soon as he pops second wind, I just close the door and block him. And I'm running now. And I don't know what happened exactly, but this door in this hallway I'm running to was open at some point. I don't know, like, how it was closed. I don't think I closed it. I think someone else did, but... So I'm pretty confident fighting him here. I get 3 hits. He's down second one, and then I see the door is closed. I'm like, oh no. But I hit the throwing knife. A little double jump angle. He doesn't know what's going on. I'm in the air, brother. He gets hit by the mob. I line up my knives. 2 perfect knives. Drop down aerial attack. Boom. Take him down. And that was a nice little fight there. I loot this guy. And actually, there was another fighter running by. I think that was the guy who closed the door, some longsword fighter, but... Loot this guy, and he had some really nice items. Exactly what I needed, actually. Panda upgrade, gloves upgrade, Brave Hunters with health. A couple of Grimmies that I'll actually use. Oh, wait. I just realized I didn't end up looting the mask off the rogue. This guy looted the mask, and then I ended up killing this guy, and then realizing I wanted the mask. That's what happened off that rogue from earlier. Which is a crazy series of events. But I don't end up fighting the longsword guy behind the door that I heard. He kind of was just like sitting there trying to landmine me the whole time. So I just slide back over to loot this rogue. And those pants are really nice. This guy had some nice items. I don't know if I end up wearing any of them though. I think I throw the boots on. And I think I'm like 36 action speed now with all these items. Yeah, 37 action speed, which is very, very nice. And I do want his other hand crossbow. In solos, I really like playing double hand crossbow. I'm just rearranging the inventory. Every time I kill a rogue, I swear it takes me extra long to loot. I'm just picking through everything. And yeah, that was a nice little series of events. We got the rogue diff into kind of a crazy outplay on the fighter. I mean, I hit every single throwing knife. Fought him at the right moments. He got way too greedy, way too thirsty for the kill. And I got some nice upgrades off that dude. And speaking of nice upgrades, see this other rogue double jumping around. And this guy was tripping. I don't know what was going on. He got headshot by the archer. And he's just like moving around. His hand crossbow wasn't reloaded. He got hit again by the archer, so I just all in him. Hit twice by PV. Hit him with the slow smoke pop from above. And yeah, he only took 2 stabs because he was already low from PvP, so I don't really know what he was doing. And he had some quite nice items, including another hand crossbow, another rondel, bunch of stuff. Epic rondel with 1 weapon damage is really nice. And 07 to the stiletto. It served its purpose, but I'm moving on to greener pastures with my rondel. I love the stiletto, but like the way the stats are on these daggers right now, rondel is just better in almost every single way. I'd say like 99 out of 100 fights, I'd rather have a rondel. There are some where stiletto could be better. It's just very rare. So right now, I'm a rondel enjoyer. Pull up to the next match. We got a druid right here. This fight, I kind of trolled. I never was close to dying. The way I played it, though, was just way too safe. And part of the reason for that is because this guy wasn't running Dreamwalk, which is very, very uncommon in solos. It actually makes the matchup a lot more tricky, in my opinion, though. Because I can't, like, poke him and then pop his Dreamwalk and run at him. It's really hard to ever run at him. Because he could always just transform instantly into bear and then one-shot me. If I'm not careful. He hit me with the vines, though, so I hit smoke pot because I thought he was about to spear headshot me, which is pretty scary. And I'm gonna just keep poking this guy. He's very slow. It's a bear druid, so he's not fast at all. I mean, he has heavy boots on. Not really doing much. He tries to go panther into bear. You can see though, he's moving like a snail. And this fight's kind of boring. He just keeps healing and I just keep hand crossbowing him over and over and over. This area is actually really nice for me to play in as well with the double jump. I can just keep maneuvering around forever. But finally, he's sick of the fight, so he just opens the door and then, yeah, I kind of just stab him 30 times. I think he just got like frustrated with what was happening and then tried to leave, but he can't really do that when I can just run at him when he opens it. But his gear wasn't too crazy. I kind of hate fighting bear druids because they never have an item that I actually want on rogue. It's so rare. The only time maybe is if they have true damage grimmies, but you don't really buy those on bear. They're just too expensive and they're not even really needed at all. Skip forward here. I was fighting this warlock for a while, so I kind of skipped in the middle of the fight because I was just shooting him with a hand crossbow like 80 times. After a while though, I'm finally in melee range, but hit him with the hand crossbow. I actually hit him with the triple hand crossbow here with the swap. And he hits me with the blow corruption, so I got scared to hit the smoke pop, but since I already hit him with 3 hand crossbows, I felt like it might have been time to go in. I hear him surging in the smoke pot, which is kind of crazy, so I just finish him off. As soon as he dies, this other blow warlock comes running in. I don't know what's going on in this lobby. Because I haven't seen like any blow warlocks this whole run, this whole challenge, and suddenly there's just 2 back to back. And I barely escaped this guy. My movement was kind of bad there. I could have jumped on the other side of the wall instead of like playing around the rock with my smoke pot. I knew he wouldn't be able to reach me though with smoke pot, so it was fine. I mean, he did reach me, but I knew he wouldn't be able to get a headshot or anything like that. So I heal up, and then I'm coming back to fight this guy, and I can just tell by what he's wearing. Like, this guy just looks strong. He has the Frostlight sword. So I hit him with double hand crossbow, triple hand crossbow, throwing knife into throwing knife. So 3 hand crossbow shots and 2 throwing knives. And I'm thinking this dude is just 1 HP right now. Throw the oil lantern at him. Don't think that did anything. Unlucky. And I feel like he's 1 HP, but he pops blow and he just looks confident. And he gets hit by the archer. He's still alive. So he's playing so confidently that I'm like just scared. And I'm just going to keep maneuvering around. Need to pop this magic prop before I go in. As I'm popping, he runs at me. I hit a headshot, leg shot. And finally he dies. And right then, when he died, I knew this guy was going to be like turbo juiced. Because I hit him with so much and he was still alive. And then, yeah, I opened this dude's inventory and he had very nice items. Those gloves are worth like 4 to 5k alone. And I'm going to throw those on because I love the Grey Wolf gloves. Those ones are pretty insane. 2 ducks, 1 true. Need that. He had legendary Lightfoot boots with move speed and agi. Holy crap. If I could have grabbed this dude's whole kit, I think I could have sold it for like 20k or something like that. But as we know, I'm not selling anything during this challenge. All about the rogue snowball. Pretty nice kill though. I think the frostlight sword he had was like really insane as well. Do I hover here? Yeah, 2 weapon damage, 2 magic power. Armor pen. I mean, armor pen doesn't really matter, but I think that 2 weapon damage, 2 magic power, frostlight sword is pretty pricey. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I go ahead and loot the first guy I killed too, because I never did that. This guy already partially looted him. Didn't really have anything insane. It was another frostlight sword. But yeah, if I looted both these kills on like a normal run, it would have been like, I don't even know, plus 15 to like 25k. You guys were kind of juiced up. And I'm swapping all my heals for his better heals. Need those. Some green health potions. Let me hold that. Let me hold that. I need those. Grab those surge kits too. He had 2 purple surge kits, which is beautiful. Pull up to a familiar location here. I'm about to jump this wall real quick. Hold on, let me kill this mob. And a chicken pulls up. He kind of jump scared me. I was like, I thought I was dead, honestly, when I heard that. Thought I was just about to get bear one shot, aerial bear strike from Mars. Instead, he's just kind of sitting on this wall chilling, so I hit him with a double hand crossbow. And he's not even phased, he just tanks it, doesn't even react. I think he started to realize that his health actually, like, was kind of low, maybe. After the double hand crossbow, so he goes to heal. Rogue is actually pretty nice with the double jump into Druid, though. I can chase him into spots where normally, like, no other class can chase this guy. But he gets hit by the archer. I'm trying to line up a shot for when he goes chicken. Missed by a little bit there. He got hit by another archer, so I know this guy's really low. And then I hit one stab. I don't know if that... I think that registered. I'm pretty sure I took damage from his thorn coat. But I'm on him. I wasted my smoke pot. That was a really bad smoke pot. It probably only slowed him for like 0.2 seconds there, if at all. He's trying to heal. And then he turns around, he looks at me, he's like, oh, this guy's way too close. Tried to evade me in chicken, but I flicked to him. Nice little flick to finish him off. And as always, the Druids unfortunately don't have any items that I would actually want to use on Rogue. GG. It's sad because it's a matchup where I feel like it takes so much effort to actually kill the Druid. And then I loot them and it's just nothing I want. Like, it would sell well, but for a challenge like this, it's kind of pointless. Moving further into the match, I see this fighter here. And I don't know why, looking at this dude, something about him, I just thought he wasn't geared. It's like partially like the way he was playing, also how long it took him to like draw the bow back. It just seemed like this guy had like no action speed anywhere. Oh yeah, and I think he... I don't even... What did he pop there? I think that was Victory Strike or something. So like he wasn't running sprint, his action speed seemed really bad. I was just thinking like, oh, this guy probably has an out thing, but I might as well fight him here. See what I can get. And I'm just hopping around, just leaping around with my double jump, poking him. It's hand crossbows versus a longbow. So not really a great fight for me here. I'm confident though I can win if I just poke him down long enough. He already wasted his second win, so shouldn't be too bad of a fight. I jump above him, he doesn't know what's going on, but I missed that first shot, which is really troll. Kinda no excuse for missing that one. These pesky crows start to grief me though. And before I fight this guy, always gonna step my prot. Missed that. Missed my rupture proc, was pretty bad, but I hit one of the crossbow shots. And I kind of trolled here. He should have hit the shot on me 100%. I'm just spacing him. He pulls the bow out, so I know I can get some stabs. Hit him with the hand crossbow and 3 stabs. Take the crossbow off so I can chase faster, and then he pulls the surge out, and it's just a free kill right there. Once he pulled the surge out, it was free, I mean. Yeah, he kind of just panicked. The smoke pot slow was actually very nice. Didn't give him much room to breathe. And he had a really nice Grim Smile ring. It was 2 health, 1 true. And yeah, this guy, like, I thought he wouldn't have much, and then I loot him, and he killed someone that had some pretty nice stuff. And he was wearing some nice stuff, too. And those Brave Hunters are so good. It's low health roll, only 3, but 2% action speed. Plus 3 health on Brave Hunters is worth a lot of gold. And I gladly grabbed those. And he also had a full tunic in his inventory that was very good. His triple on roll purple. This is like another one of those kills where it would have been plus like 10k, 15k, somewhere around there if I just looted everything. But I need to hang on to my meds, as we all know. Wasn't sure if I wanted this cloak. In the end, I decided I have enough action speed anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the 3 health, 1 true. Kind of just looking at my stats here. I prioritize dex over strength like 90% of the time, I would say. There are situations though where I will take a strength item if it's better in other areas. So yeah, this cloak had 3 health, so I just grab it. Next clip, I'm pulling up on this bard. And he's kind of just missing every shot. I hit the rupture on him. Smoke pot slow. And he missed one swing because of my double jump. Nice little movement there. Didn't really have too much though. Just looting this guy, taking his meds. My meds have thinned down a lot. Like, my inventory was full at one point, and now I have, it looks like 15 or so slots open. And this is when I started to realize I can't, like, skip any meds. I only have 3 routes. So I need to grab, like, legit everything. Anyway, that's a little route right there. If you don't know, you can jump all the way up on this wall. And I see this rogue that's just chilling here, like, safe spawning slime, so... Then with the rupture, missed the second one. And this is actually the guy that I fought earlier, I'm pretty sure, from the camp. And this dude is tripping. He thought I dropped an invis, I think, or something, so he's just swinging at the air. Eventually I just drink a purple prot, and yeah, just all in him here. Nice headshot to finish him. And since I started the fight off with the rupture proc, and I never heard him use a prop pot, and I drank a purple prop pot, I knew that was just like a free fight. Like, there's just no way I lose unless I whiff every single stab. But yeah, some throwing knives for us, and another hand crossbow. So now I'm actually quad wielding the hand crossbows. And this is kind of like a nice little tech for doing a SSF challenge. Since I can't restock my throwing knives consistently, having 4 hand crossbows is kind of a nice alternative. You swap them on so fast that you can just use these in place of throwing knives. And speaking of the same rogue, I pull up on the same bard in this cave. And I think I'm sure it was the same bard because he had the same items. I just didn't even loot him, so we got him back from the goblin merchant, I'm pretty sure. I'm starting to just feel bad for this dude at this point. I don't even think I really loot much off of him. Luckily, he had some bolts. I'll always be taking those and, you know, a couple extra meds. Nothing, like, crazy, but it is kind of nice. I steal his ring. Wait, I'm evil. I'm actually evil for that. Next fight, I pull up on this ranger, and he was just holding down this module. This guy was in... I was staring at this dude for 3 minutes, and he is just posted up, left click, like, held down. And this reminds me of the other ranger I ran at. Eventually, I just got bored and I said, I'm just gonna all in. Like, if he hits his shots here, I just die. I'm all in though, either way. Hit him with the rupture headshot. And he goes shotgun. So I headshot him again. I still don't want to go in melee range though, because shotgun might just one-tap me. So I smoke pot, and then I'm gonna maneuver around a little bit here. He's still holding his shotgun. I can hear it because of how slow he's moving. But then when I drink the prop pot, he finally starts running, gets rid of the shotgun. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted him to do though, because I can just throw all these knives right into his back. And yeah, I mean, I headshot him twice with a hand crossbow, 3 knives, he's really low. Just finish him off with a quick little dagger headshot. Turn this light off while I loot. Little pro tip, you kind of always want to do that. If you're looting a body, take your pots off your belt and turn off nearby light sources. You will get griefed a lot less trying to loot when you do that. Obviously, like, it doesn't work everywhere. It has to be... You have to kill someone in a spot where there is a light source to be turned off. It is really nice, though, when you're able to do it. I actually had a pretty solid kit, too. I'm not going to end up wearing any of it. Would have sold for quite a bit, though. Next clip, I heard some people below me here, so I'm posting up. This is really unlucky for the warlock. He's getting chased, but I smoke pot, and the other guy chasing him got scared, and then he was already not full HP because the dude hit him below, so. Quick little kill for me here. Legendary Lightfoot boost with move speed. This guy was actually pretty, like, decently geared. And I'm just looting muds, and unfortunately... Spoiler alert, this is where it ends. And I'm just gonna talk about like the mistakes. I made some pretty blatant mistakes here. So first things first, I'm out of smoke pot charges. This was the dumbest thing. I'm trying to fight this fighter, and he looks like moderately geared at a glance. He has a longsword. I don't have any smoke pot charges, but I hit him with 4 hand crossbow shots, and I should have all-ended him right here probably. It's still a little risky because if I get paired, I just lose. But he still has second wind. I thought maybe he used it on the warlock, but he pops that. So I'm running now. None of my hand crossbows are reloaded. Don't have any smoke pot charges. I could have just left, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hold this guy on the ladder. Somehow him going up the ladder pushes me into the air, and I end up behind the guy. And now he's calling me a pussy. He's BMing me. Honestly, if I was him, I might have said that, like, that was kind of hilarious what just happened there. And then I troll again right here because I closed the lever, and I should have tried to block him in. But I was worried he would just like left click and it would kill me. But
all that for nothing, but dumbass.
Yeah, this guy is very happy about winning that fight. A lot of mistakes were made on my end there, so I can't be too upset. Yeah, I mean that's how the SSF goes though. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really good run, and in the end I died because of my own mistakes. I trolled. Definitely should have just left. If I had just more smoke pots, I would have been able to slow him in the hallway, close the lever, open the other side, and get out. But I was greedy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.